And here with Ronnie Olson, head coach of the Shady Spring Tigers, the state champion Shady Spring Tigers. I know, Ronnie, that has to sound good.
It does have a good ring to it. Definitely enjoy it, and it sounds good to be defending state title champs.
I think last year during the state tournament, one thing that most people took away is the fact that you guys can play some defense, which everybody around here already knew. Do you think you opened up a lot of eyes around the state with the type of defense you guys played down there to win that state championship?
Yeah, I do. I mean, I know it's cliche, and every coach says, defense wins, or most coaches think like that. But to kind of have that in the forefront, realizing that we're a defensive team first, and it's not easy. Everybody can't just say let's be a defensive team. It's a lot that goes into it. Our program's built on the belief that defense is definitely going to win the game. Offense is going to get you there, but defense is going to, win the game for you. So it definitely feels good to kind of validate that realize that what your beliefs and what you built your program on is eventually win a state championship is pretty surreal.
Down the stretch, in the entire postseason, though, the numbers defensively you guys put up, I and others put down what those were, as the games were going along. And you ended up holding Wheeling Central in the state championship to the lowest total of the season. I think you held one of your other state tournament opposition to their lowest total of the season. Is that the best defense you've ever seen one of your teams play, or overall in a year?
I mean, we've had some good defensive teams.
I know
we really have. This is our best team we've had, obviously, overall. But I've had some. We've had Michael Hope, John Sawyers, Peyton Michaels. Those were some good defensive teams that we just couldn't We just couldn't score. But those were teams that had no cracks. Anybody that follows our program has been involved with our program, been around what we're trying to build here, have known that, defensively we have been sound for years. It's just sometimes you've got to score to win it at the end, and we have some guys that can make buckets. And when you play defense like that, and the way we put pressure on people on the offensive end, we're tough to beat. So we're definitely coming in the season this year the same thing. Defense is definitely going to rule all.
Can you tell you're wearing on a team defensively as the game goes along?
Absolutely.
There's a point where we got them because they can't.
Yeah. Absolutely. We noticed it in the state championship game. We noticed it in the Winfield game. When you can't just do that. It's something you got to practice. It's something you got to believe in. It's just it's just like you want to go to when you go to work and you say you're going to work overtime. It's hard to work overtime when you've worked 6-7 days. But when you want to put in extra work, not everybody can do that. It's not for everybody. Everybody's not built like that. So we can definitely look at a team and realize we can look in the huddle. We can look at their actions on the floor, their body movements, and we can see that we wear on teams, and that's what we want to do. Our style of play, we do wear on people. So we ultimately want to be the better team that's in better shape at the end of the game.
You, one of the spoils of victories, you get a lot more people interested in the program. You had a lot more kids come out today. I know you had to let some go. Is that one of the tougher days for you as a coach?
Yeah, it's tough because you don't want to tell somebody that, that they're not good enough to make the team. That's the toughest thing about coaching. I think you can line every coach up in the state and they'd automatically know the toughest day is tryouts. But this is isn't a perfect world, and the kids that work and work in off season, the ones that are going to be here and make the team. So we're excited about the group we got coming in. This is a really good group of young kids, and this is going to be a really good team for the next 4 years.
Well, you got one senior this year. That means everybody that's here today, with the exception of one, will be back here next year. Maybe some of the same kids trying out again. Is it hard to believe you got a program now where they're so young, yet they've had so much success already?
Well, Dave, you said exactly. It's a program. People can ask, "Are you going to be good this year?" And I remember people asking me this in middle school. I believe that we built a program that's able to sustain kids coming in and leaving. Because when you build a program, you have something long sustainable, and that's being able to win over the long haul. And that's what I feel like we built here. I feel like the culture's here. I feel like our community. I feel like that's what we have, and we have a program, so we are going to be good for years. We have kids down at the middle school, elementary schools that are going to be good enough to play So I'm excited about it, and definitely I love what we've built here.
Well, some of your guys were saying they kind of came in maybe a little bit more prepared for the defense because in the middle school,
Yep.
Coach Radford, has he helped
Absolutely, Coach
bring
Rad,
these kids
yes.
along? And
Yeah. That's your strong feeder programs. They don't take a year to develop. And Coach Radford was my assistant when I was at the middle school. He does a good job. He knows his ins and outs of defense. So when they come in, they know exactly. Our terminology, some of the things obviously a little more detailed, a little different, but the base defense, the way that he prepares them for the game is the same as me. So. Like I said, we coach together. The Shady Elite coaches that run our travel programs, the elementary coaches, all of them. I talk to everybody in our community. We all are on the same page. I have no problem if they need me to come to practice or they need something from me. Pick my brain. I've done that plenty with the elementary.
They
coaches
run some
before.
of the staples of your defense.
They do.
At that level.
Yes, they do. Absolutely. Coach Radford's ran it at Daniels. I know the new coach from Shady Elementary, Kevin Millay and Eric Davis, they're doing some of the same things. We've had that elementary league we're able to run this year, and they're doing the same terminology, run the same things, and all the way up through Shady Elite. So I think it makes it really easy in the transition. These kids come in, and we don't have to spend 2 months of the preseason preparing them for terminology and different things. They automatically know what's going on. They're coming in, and it's just rolling, and we just work on sharpening the tools and crafts of getting better.
Some of your guys seem to allude to the fact that this might be the tougher championship if you can do it again, simply because you got the X for the first time, and everybody's gunning for you. Up the ante on the schedule too. Knowing that regular season wins don't really matter until you get to the postseason, which showed that last year. Do you feel like this? First of all, what do you think you have to do to get back, just to get to Charleston and then to win it again?
Yep. We got to do what we do. Our only goal every year from the first year I took over is win the state championship. And we've got to worry about us. We've got to do what we do. We've got to come and approach the game with detail, with effort, execution, and play as a team. And if we do those things, we're going to win, and we'll have a chance to win the championship again. It's not going to be easy. Like you said, everybody's going to be gunning for us. I believe in our kids that they have the mentality. They realize that everybody's going to come in giving us our best shot. We're going to come into gyms where everybody's going to be rooting against us. It's different. We were the darling last year. We still, our community and our, is great. Our school, they support us. But when you come outside of here, everybody likes the underdog story. And now we're not the underdog story. We're a hungry dog, and we definitely are not going to lose that. We're definitely going to approach the game the same way. We plan on winning it again, and that's our only goal. And if we fall short, then it's definitely a disappointing season. But our approach is going to be the same. We're going to do us and worry about us and get better.
Every coach says that they're going to win. They want to win a state championship when they take a job. You said the same thing. You and I talked about it when you took over here. Why were you able to do it?
I had we had a vision. You can say, I want to have a good relationship. I want to have a good marriage. I want to be rich. Everybody can't be millionaires. Everybody can't be successful. There's doers and there's people that do it, and people that say, and be able to build from the foundation of those kids when they were in second, third grade, be able to outreach to the community with a lot of people that, I can't say all their names because there's been so many people that wouldn't be able to come in our gyms and work with us. And, that's effortless time outside the gym, working with these kids and getting them in the gym and working with them. And I think you see it now, the spoils of having a 5, 6 year, 7, 8 year run of being able to compete for a state title. I think any coach would like to be in that position. And I just think building it from the ground up from the younger kids now, and ingraining myself in the community and all our coaches and ingraining themselves in the community, I think that's really helped. And I embrace that, and all of our coaches embrace that, and our community embraces it well. So it makes it easy.
How many days until you play now?
I don't know. December 8th, I believe it is. West Side. I know it's West Side home here. It's Tuesday, first week. So we got about 3 weeks to get ready for the beginning of the season.
23 days.
Yep, 23 days. Well, that's you're a little more detailed than me, but
I just figured it out while we were sitting here.
We do scrimmage on Saturday of Thanksgiving break, so that will be pretty good there.
All right, hey Ronnie, I appreciate it.
No
Good
problem.
luck this year.
Thanks.